All right, so it's Saturday. It's a beautiful day out. The snow has melted in the DC metro area. I don't have my glasses because I'm a contacts in. I got a good workout in this morning. I got the washer and dryer, so I'm hoping that this new microphone helps out a lot. The kids are going crazy upstairs. I got youth basketball to coach later today. I should be enjoying my time, and yet this backyard thing is hanging over the hobby, and I know that people really want to hear my opinion about it. I know some of you won't, and some of you, if you want to go in the comments and tell me that I'm terrible, go ahead. But this is the only time I have today to make this and then publish it and then just not do anything. I'm hoping by the time this comes out that some company comes out to condemn backyard. But so far, we are 4 days, okay? So it happened on Tuesday, now it's Saturday. It's February 1st, by the way. January was like the longest month ever. But no company, at least that I know of, has come out to condemn the words and actions or the absolute just like disgusting behavior by Grant and the guy next to him, which I found out his name is Bugsy. No one knows who you are. I mean, it doesn't matter. But for them to say what they did, and then for him to say he's going to take a leave of absence or he's going to take time away to reflect and get help. Look, he's young. We all make mistakes. Sure, you can go and get help. But apparently, and this is, who knows if how much of this is true, but apparently he's going to go on vacation with his girlfriend to like somewhere, Caribbean or Peru or Costa Rica. I don't know, wherever it is. So, makes you wonder if like this is all planned. But again, I'm not going to go down that conspiracy tinfoil hat area. I want to talk about the more important topic today, which is hobby companies. Okay, I just made a reel outside that I put up on Instagram, and it's about how we need more adults in the hobby. We need more adults in the room. We need hobby companies to step up and do the right thing. And I want to talk about two components to that, okay? The first one is the big thing, which in our capitalistic society, it's all about the money, right? Money, money, money. I know why Whatnot does not want to come out to condemn Backyard or suspend them or kick them off the platform, and that's because it's their biggest breaker. I get that. All these other hobby companies, they're staying silent though. There's also the whole Topps, Fanatics, PSAs had them in their office. Like Backyard has their tentacles in everything, right? Because they're like one of the biggest voices and ambassadors of the hobby, right? We have an ambassador of the hobby saying that nonsense and filth. So we have these hobby companies who are thinking with their wallets, but they're thinking about their wallets in a very short-term way, because in the long term, if you make the right moves and if you show that you actually have a backbone and that you actually have some social, that you understand your social responsibilities to your hobby, customers and community, whatever you want to call them, people are going to respect you more in the long run. It may be a tough hit in the beginning, but companies need to stop, especially if you're a private company. If you're public, I understand it. Quarterly earnings, you got to do the short-term thing. I think that's a terrible way to do things too, but almost all, especially the biggest one, Fanatics, currently is a privately held company. No one is operating under a quarterly earnings standpoint, meaning you're able to, especially if you're in this for the long haul, to set yourself up to be a company of, again, social responsibility, and that you have a backbone and you know what to do in these type of circumstances. The big boy companies and the big boy industries, the Fortune 500s, they have PR departments. They know what to do in these situations, and they do them. They execute. They actually have plans and strategies. It's not sitting on their thumbs, plugging the ears, hoping it goes away, and that, this will all blow over until the next scandal or the next Paul Skeens 1 or the next card and the next chase. People will remember how complicit and how silent you were. You think this is going to go away? This YouTube video, unless I delete it, which I don't see happening at all, is going to stay in the YouTube search algorithm. And I know I'm a small voice. I know I'm a small content creator in YouTube. Again, with a little bit bigger of a following on Instagram. But people will remember you for what you do and what you don't. Like, I understand there's like a short-term memory with a lot of this stuff, especially in the hobby, because so much happens. This is not one of those moments. This is not a small deal. This is like one of those critical junctures of where our hobby currently is. And so if you are unable to come out with some sort of stance, one way or the other, if you want to defend them, go ahead. But come out with a statement, defend them, go ahead. Like, I think that's a terrible PR move. But understand that from a money standpoint, the hobby companies, if you're watching this, and I think some of you do, go ahead and do the right thing from a monetary, financial, fiscally responsible standpoint. Now, that's one part. And I'm going to try to keep this under 10 minutes because, again, there's no edits. I'm not going to even put like graphics on the side here. It's just me talking, and then I got to go. The second part of this is just do the right thing because it's the right thing. I know hobby companies are just companies, and companies are not people. Corporations are not people. But people make up the company. People make up the corporation. And there are heads who are people who may or may not have kids, who may or may not have daughters, who may or may not have girlfriends and wives, but just as a human being. Okay, so it looks like I'm realizing why I shouldn't be trying to do this on a Saturday before the hectic, crazy day. I'm sorry, I will have to splice this so that it's one continuous video, but I don't want to like get rid of what I already said. Not that it was like amazing gold, but this is a very time-sensitive situation and topic. You know, there are very few times when you have to act quick. I'm sorry, not few times. There are many times in life where you have to act quick, but in this particular instance, with the backyard thing, it is an ever-evolving situation with regards to just more public rancor and anger coming out for this. And, you know, who knows when who knows who the first company is going to be, right? Whether it is one of the big boy ones like Topps, Fanatics, Panini, or and Whatnot, of course. But of course, Whatnot, it looks like they're going to just completely sit on their hands. Or is it going to be like one of the smaller companies? I don't know. But I do know that, you know, I don't have like this amazing, thorough PR background, but I know that if these hobby companies do want to, if they feel like, especially the smaller ones, if you feel like you want some help trying to figure this out, I am willing to offer up my services, not for like a consultant fee or an agreement or money. This really is to figure out how we can make this hobby a better place for everyone. So I did want to say that this is one of those situations where I feel like a response is needed. A response is needed from one of the big boy companies. If you feel like you are a big boy company, step up and actually do something about this. Don't feel like you're gonna sit on the sidelines, and you know, come out with a stance. People respect companies, or people respect other people or companies when they actually take a stand on something, okay? So whether you want to be on one side or the other, this whole thing about being wishy-washy and, you know, I absolve my hands of all of this, like, no, you want our money, you want the customer's money, then you have to understand that we are not going to spend money with people who are spineless or have no backbone. We're just not. So that's all I wanted to say, I think, about this. I didn't want to make this video too long. Again, I'm going to splice this up, and then I'm just going to forget about it for a day. I'm going to enjoy my weekend. I'm going to enjoy my day. I'm going to just kind of like, I have a really hard time switching off the hobby in my mind, because everywhere I look, I feel like I figure out some way to like relate it back to the hobby. But for this particular thing, I'm just going to publish this video. So I got something in my contact now. Gosh. Okay, I gotta end this video because my contact lens is bothering me, but I gotta say, I hope you have an excellent hobby weekend, whether you're going to a show or whether you are going to your LCS or doing something. But, you know, be well, and I will get back to the cards. It's just, this is the particular time where so much is happening in the hobby that isn't about the cards. But I think I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find a comment, but one person was like, you know what? If all this nonsense was taken away from the hobby, then we can focus on the cards. So that's why we need these hobby companies to, again, step it up. And thank you for watching. I gotta go take care of my eye.